Hi, I'm Bianca Gonzalez.
And I'm Stephanie Zubiri Crespi.
Today we celebrate local and global design ingenuity.
And we will be learning all about how to infuse the spirit of travel in your everyday lives through aesthetic concepts and decor from around the world.
From living spaces to living life beyond its confines. This is your ultimate guide to modern living. Merging design elements from faraway destinations with your current design motif lets you live every day inspired by travel. However, a hodgepodge of travel mementos accumulated through the years runs the risk of looking more like clutter than a collection of great memories. Now let's learn how to acquire the right pieces and merge it with our living space, together with PSID's Director for External Affairs, Mr. G. Pangbid. We're here in the Philippine School of Interior Design with Sir G. Hi!
Hello.
Okay, so let's talk about Globalscapes.
Globalscapes is the graduation exhibit of the Philippine School of Interior Design that we've done for 35 years already.
So this work that we can see behind us is the collective work of 107 students.
107 students divided into 22 rooms inspired by countries from all over the globe.
Yes. Actually, that's perfect for our episode because our episode is all about trying to infuse elements from your travel into your home. Parang uso yun ngayon eh. You have your basic interior design, whatever it is in your house, and usually sa living area, you put jar na binili mo from your travel or like a carpet. But a lot of us, myself included, I admit, hindi ako marunong how to do it. Can you give us siguro your one biggest basic tip into infusing travel items into your home?
I think one of the very basic things that you have to remember when, of course, buying stuff from travel is that, first of all, does it suit your personality and the personality of your house?
Okay.
Now, the thing is, you can do two things with your collection. It could either be a focal point, can highlight it, so even if your place is very modern and it just adds enough exotic touch, so it becomes now a conversation piece. And the beauty of these things is that it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's in the dining room or in the bedroom, basta you highlight it against something very contrasting, di okay na yon. Or, if you're really very, very fond of traveling, then you can really form a collection. And if that is the case, then it also adds not only a conversation starter, but parang people will see also where you've been, and then the number of stuff that you've collected over the years, especially when you like entertaining, this will be a very good icebreaker.
Yes.
Now, color is very important. Either it should blend or it should stand out. In any case, it could also work both ways. Diba? You can make it blend. Now, another tip is lighting.
Oh,
Lighting is also a very important element when, of course, displaying or highlighting items. Now, spotlights are very good. And if your collection is very, very small, then one thing is that you can also put them in a lit cabinet so that everything is now, parang highlighted against very, very nice lighting. And if that is the case, then, of course, your collection will really stand out.
actually, ito kasi parang ang tingin ko sa gawa ng mga students din is fantasy-like eh. Kasi because it's just a rendering of a room, they can afford na the whole thing talaga Egypt, the whole thing Kenya. But for example, in a simple home, usually ang mga Pinoy, they will put it where they will entertain guests. Eh. So that's the dining or the living room. What pieces do you recommend talaga kung dining or living room na ilalagay?
I think when we're talking about the dining or the living room, the very important factor also would be where to place it.
Okay.
Like in the living room, of course, the coffee table is the #1 furniture piece where your collections can actually shine, diba? In terms of like whether they're small pieces or large pieces, sometimes if you style a coffee table with just enough mementos, let's say, from your travels, then it automatically sparks interest for people that, you know, you invite into your house. If you have something that you would like to really bring out, don't hide them. Put them in spaces, in furniture pieces, on top of shelves, on top of tables, wherein your guests would really like see it and at the same time appreciate it.
I can imagine if it's a collection, it looks pretty kasi madami. But what if you're just starting?
What I normally do with nice pieces, na kunyari isa lang siya or dalawa lang, I would get coffee table books and then I would put it on top. So, of course, the height would automatically draw attention. Plus, of course, the book itself will be something that people would like to read while they're waiting.
Well, of course, design and interiors for your house, it's a matter of taste. Pero from homes or spaces that you've seen that try to infuse this travel or world feel into it, ano yung usual mistake na nagagawa ng mga tao?
Too much, especially for those who really travel a lot. Diba, sometimes you can't help but buy a lot of pieces. Now, my tip, try distributing them. Don't concentrate them in one room. Diba, you put some in the den, the ones that are really, kumbaga, parang old world charm. And then, lanai. Diba, these would be like your Hawaii stuff. And then the more contemporary ones, living, dining, pwede yun.
Tama. What if there is someone na cannot really afford to travel much and buy things to bring home? They have a few things lang, but they want the room, again, to channel like all these different cities. What are treats ba?
Then
Or-
I guess this is where the different elements of design can come in. Like for instance, let's say you just have only like one piece. And it's something that you got, let's say, from Australia. So what you do is you concentrate on, let's say, walls, which you can do with paint. Diba? You can create texture of the Australian outback. And then fabric, upholstery that would actually give a glimpse of Aboriginal Australia. Rugs, diba? Things that you can buy here.
Okay, what is your one last siguro tip for everyone who wants to start designing their room in such a way that it's travel inspired?
Well, first, I think you have to visit our exhibit. It's gonna be from October 1 to the 31st, free of charge, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the SM North EDSA Super Sale Hall. Now, these are 22 countries, so I'm sure kahit isa, you'll be able to get inspired from all these things that our students did. And then, of course, if you want to start, you know, start small. And then enjoy accumulating stuff as you grow older, as you grow wiser, diba? And as your design style also matures, it's not going to be instant, diba? I always tell my clients, don't expect that you'd get this lived-in look when you move in, diba? And I think the personality of the place develops as you put in, you know, knickknacks from everywhere.
While vintage luggage or an antique map may look great as accents, putting together too many travel-related pieces might look more kitschy than sophisticated. Sometimes all you need is a well-framed photograph or a well-chosen series of prints or even postcards from your travels to add global flair to your living space. As Sergi said, start small and enjoy the process.